Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss how to install WAMP server. So here you can able to click on download. So once if you are going to click the download, it is going to download the WAMP server. So it is before it is going to download. So let us start the complete PHP tutorial. So now what is PHP? PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor. PHP is a server-side scripting language like ASP. PHP scripts are executed on the server. PHP supports many databases like MySQL, Informix, Oracle, Sybase, Solid PostgreSQL, generic ODBC, etc. PHP is an open source software. PHP is free to download and use. It is also called as personal homepage. What is a PHP file? PHP files can contain text, HTML tags, and scripts. PHP files are returned to the browser as a plain HTML. PHP files has a file extension of .php or .php3 or phtml. These are the different extensions of PHP. So what is MySQL? MySQL is a database server which you can able to create a SQL commands and you can able to retrieve the tabular data. MySQL is ideal for both small and large applications. MySQL supports standard SQL. MySQL compiles on a number of platforms. MySQL is free to download and use. MySQL can be used with the combination of PHP, whereas if you are going to use either WAMP or XAMPP server, you can able to have a PHP myadmin. So it can be executed in both the platforms of Windows and as well as Linux. So why we are using a PHP? PHP runs on different platforms like Windows, Linux, Unix, or Mac operating systems. PHP is compatible with almost all servers used today like Apache or IIS, etc. PHP is free to download, and the official site you can able to download php.net, so which you can able to download the PHP. So where to start? So you can able to install the IIS on your own server and install the PHP and MySQL, or find a web hosting plan with the PHP and MySQL support. So how to download and install the PHP programs? So basically there are two types of workspace you can able to download. If you are using a WAMP or XAMPP server, if you are using a XAMPP server, you can able to place your work directory in the htdocs folder. So you can able to use a local host in order to run your program. So if you want to save the program, so you can able to if you want to compile the program, you can able to compile the program localhost followed by the folder name is php24. so then test.php is a program. So then this is the procedure you can able to use. If you are using the Mac operating system, so you can able to try type php info, so that you can able to see so which particular it shows the information about the version which we are using. So here basically the what are the different port numbers which is default taken by the WAMP or XAMPP. So the basic port number is 8080. So this is the port number which is taken by the WAMP or XAMPP server. So in order to run the program, so for example you have shared a file name .php http localhost followed by file name .php, so that you can able to run your program. So how a PHP program is going to start? Basically, PHP program is going to start with the tag called question mark PHP and the end with the tag called question mark. Or if you are using a short tag, it starts with the question mark and it ends with the question mark. If you are using a ASP tags, it is going to start with the percentage symbol and ends with the percentage symbol. So in a similar manner, you can able to use like JavaScript or CSS script language equal to PHP, where in Java or something you are CSS you are going to write script type equal to text or CSS or text or JavaScript. So here also it is going to end with the tag called script. So here it is a PHP script which is going to explain about the PHP. So for example, it starts with the PHP and it is going to end with the PHP. So where print is a message which is going to print the message called hello web. So let us see the another program, so which is embedded within the HTML tag. So whereas PHP, for example, here we are having a piece of code, so where we are going to write within the HTML body section. So whereas HTML stands for hypertext markup language, so where it is going to end with the tag called HTML. Head is a section which is going to show the title hello world. So now the header his section is entered here. Within the body section we have written the PHP tags hello world, goodbye and over and out. So this is the message which to be displayed. So next one, so here it is going to show display the echo. So what are the tags which is going to show in the echo? So echo is going to print something on the screen. So where it is going to show the paragraph called hello world. So this is a text which will be displayed on the screen. So next, PHP comments. So if you want to write the PHP comment lines, so here you can able to use either a double backslash in order to write the is a double backslash which we are using. So how to use a PHP variables? So here we are going to create a PHP variables age equal to 30 and age equal to 31, and again here we are going to print the echo age. So what is the output? So it is going to show the echo age, so which is at last generated, so which is modified, which is 31. So next, so there are certain rules for using a PHP variables. A variable must start with a letter or an underscore. So either you can able to use a underscore also, but you cannot able to add a number before the variable. So next, variable can only contain the alphanumeric and special characters. For example, A to Z, capital A to Z, or 0 to 9 underscore. A variable should not contain spaces. If a variable name is more than one word, it should be separated with the underscore. So where if you are going to see example, so dollar my string. So my string is a name. So where you can able to use my underscore string if you want to write it with this space. So underscore is necessary. You cannot able to use the spaces in between. Otherwise, if you write within the by merging the my string, so you can able to write without any spaces. So concatenating the PHP. So basically, if you are using a plus symbol in Java, it is used as a concatenator. So whereas dot is used to append the two particular things. For example, here you are having a text one. So text one and text two are the having two specific messages. One is hello and what is the what a nice day. So is the next message. So if you want to append a hello world, what a nice day. So then you are going to write the dollar text one. So followed by appending with the dollar text two, so that you can able to specify the particular content. So let us see so whether it has been downloaded or not. So we are going to create a first program. So after installing the WAMP server, so what I am going to do is I am going to open the notepad. So I have pasted this program, and before that I am going to open the C drive. In C drive, WAMP is a folder where WAMP server is being installed. In www you need to create a directory. So here I am going to create a directory called PHP programs. So now I have created a folder PHP programs. So once if you have installed WAMP server correctly, so now here you need to check the local host, HTTP localhost. So now it is going to show, so PHP programs, the parent directory is empty. So now what I am going to do is I am going to save the file as concat.php. So here vamp, within the vamp www, within the www php programs is a folder which I have created. So concat.php. So save under all files. So now I have saved the program. So now I have opened PHP programs concat.php. So now the output is hello world, what a nice day. So this is what it has been appended. So now here the output is shown. So next, PHP operators. Operators are used to operate on values. There are four classifiers of operators. First one is arithmetic, second one is assignment, third one is comparison, and fourth one is logical operator. So here if you are going to see the operators each and every one. So first one is addition operator, where you can able to perform the addition. For example, already we have declared a variable x equal to 2 and we are going to place x equal to x plus 2. So where it is going to append and add the 2 with the existing 2 value, the result is 4. Next one is subtraction. So where you can able to make the subtraction, the existing value x is equal to 2. So now 5 minus x. So now 5 is a value. So 5 minus 2, the resultant value is 3. Third one is multiplication, where you are going to perform the multiplication. So existing value x equal to 4 and x into 5, it means 4 into 5, the resultant is 20. And fourth one is division operator, and here we are going to perform the division. So 15 divided by 5, so where it is going to result the 3, and 5 divided by 2, it is going to show 2.5. Next one is modular division. It is going to show the remainder of the resultant value. So 5 divided by 5 modulo divided by 2. It means the remainder is 1. So here it is showing 1. So now here 8 is going to divide the 10. So now the remainder is 2. Similarly 10 mod 2, the remainder is 0. So it is showing 0. So next one, increment and decrement operator. X equal to 5, x plus plus is going to result, it is going to add the value 1 with the 5. So the resultant is x equal to 6. Next one is decrement operator, where you are going to decrement x equal to 5, x minus minus, it is going to decrement the value by 1 and the resultant is x equal to 4. Next, assignment operators. So assignment operators are used to compare the specific values. So for example, equal to x equal to y. For example, x is having a value 5 and y is having a value 5. So it will be a same. So next, so whether it is you are going to add the value x plus equal to y, it means x plus equal to y is same as x equal to x plus y. So minus equal to x minus equal to y is same as x equal to x minus y. So similarly, multiplication equal to x into equal to y, it means x equal to x into y. So this is same as that one. So next, divided equal to, so x divided equal to y, x equal to x divided by y. So next one, dot equal to, so dot is here means it is going to append the value. So x dot equal to y, x equal to x dot y. So it means x dot y is the result where it is going to append the values. So modulo division equal to, so x modulo division equal to y, x equal to x modulo division y. So whatever the resultant is there, that will be shown. So next, other operators. So where we are going to use a comparison operator equal to, so 5 is equal to 8. So it returns false. So next, not equals to, so here we are going to compare 5 not equal to 8. So it is true because 5 is not equal to 8. So next, not equal. So here we are using a symbol called, so less than and as well as greater than symbol. So now it is going to return the true. So because it is 5 is not equal to 8. Greater than operator. So here we are going to use 5 is greater than 8. So it returns the false because 8 is bigger than 5. So next one, less than means 5 is less than 8. So which is going to return true because 5 is less than 8. So next one, greater than equals to. So here we are using a greater than equal to 5 greater than equal to 8, which is going to return false. Less than equals to. So it is going to less than or equals to less than equal to 8, which is going to return the true. So next, logical operators. So we are using a logical operator and not. So here if you are going to see the AND operator, x equal to 6 and y equal to 3, so both should be same. So x is less than 10 and y is less than greater than 1. So x value is 6, 6 less than 10, which is true. So y is greater than 1, y is 3, 3 is greater than 1, so it returns true. So next one is R. So here we are going to use x equal to 6, y equal to 3. So either one should be correct. So x equal to 5. So now 6 is equal to 5, false. Next, y equal to 5. So y is 3, 3 is equal to 5, it is false. So final result is false. So not equals. So here we are using a not equal, x equal to 6 and y equal to 3. So next, not equals to x, not equals to y. So then it is going to return true because x is not equals to y. So it is same as, so x is not equals to y. So it is going to return the value true. So next, conditional statements. Very often whenever you are going to write the code, you want to perform different actions for different decisions. You can use the conditional statements in your code. So in PHP we are having a conditional statements. So if else, else if and switch statements. So let us discuss one by one. So for example, here if you are going to consider displaying the date, so here we are going to write the normal HTML tag. So up to head, so head we have given a title lesson PHP. So now within the body tag we are going to write the PHP code. So here we have written within the paragraph tag, so PHP echo date, so myj, so it is going to specify date and year. So again PHP echo date is fjy. So these are the different formats which is going to show the result. So now let us see what is the result of this particular program. So I am going to open the notepad and here I am going to paste the specific program. So now here I am going to save the program, save as date.php. Date.php is a file which I am going to save. So now here I am going to open. So I am going to refresh. So date.php, now it is going to show the, which is 27th December 2023. So next, so here if you want to specify the different format of the date, so here you are going to mention the date and whether the week is either Friday, Saturday, it should be displayed. So for that format we are going to use this particular format. So otherwise it is going to show it is not a Friday. So here if you are going to notice, so whether the day is of the week, so which is Friday, so either true or false. So it is false. Today is a Wednesday. It is going to show else. So it is going to show a message. So it is not a Friday. So next, PHP conditional statements. So here we are going to use a switch. So if you want to use a switch, here we are going to specify the value. So value indicates the label. So whatever the label 1, 2, 3, 4 we are going to indicate. So this particular label it is going to indicate. So here we are going to use a case label 1. Whatever the label 1 is specified. So this particular one is specified. So then it is going to code to show the code to be executed. Break statement will be false. So if it is none of the case is there, so default case will be executed. So because the code will be executed from the different label. So here we are having an example for switch statement. So here the particular code of PHP starts and ends here. So here we are going to give the n equal to 2. So it means whenever you are going to switch the value, so here echo is going to print the value n. So what is the value? The n is 2. So now here the dollar is going to accept the input. So it is a variable which is going to pass the value which is 2. This 2 is having the value 2, so it will be executed. So now what it is going to show, the value should be on the screen. So otherwise it is going to execute the default case, so where it is going to show the message. So the value is different from both 1 and 2. So let us execute this particular program. Switch.php. So I have saved and all files. So now you can go to the back and you can able to reload switch.php. So now it is going to show the value of n is 2 and the value is 2. In a similar manner you can able to execute. So next program we are going to execute in the VS Code. So if you are going to open the code in the command prompt, it is going to open the VS Code. So now here you can able to add the directory, open file. So otherwise create a file. So here you are going to save the file. So let us do for the another program. So next, conditional statements. So here we have used a break statement in the switch. So whether if you want to use the case which is, so then that will be executed, otherwise the default case will be executed. So next, PHP arrays. So array is a variable which is going to store the homogeneous data type of similar kind of data. So but in the case of PHP, it can able to hold a different values, and the problem is a variable will hold only one value. This is a special variable which can store multiple values on a single variable. So it means you can able to store multiple values in a single variable. So for example, you are can able to declare car1, car2, car3 and so on. So where you can able to name Benz, Volvo and BMW etc. for storing the cars in a single variable. So for example, if you are going to consider the array, you can able to store the multiple values, and you can able to create an index, and based upon the index element you can able to create an array. So let us see what are the different kinds of arrays we are having. Numeric array, an array with a numeric index. Next one is associative array, an array with a each id key is associated with a value. Multidimensional array, an array containing one or more arrays. So coming to numeric arrays, numeric array stores each array element with a numeric index. Methods to create a numeric array. So let us see how to create a numeric array. So here if you are going to see, you are going to create a names. So names is a variable where you are going to save the particular array apple, banana and orange. So these are the three names which is going to store in a variable called names. So array is going to identify what are the array of elements are there. Apple will be stored in the array of 0, banana will be stored in the array of 1 and orange will be stored in the array of 3. So if it is a default case, let us see what will happen in this particular program. So here in the program, fruits is a variable which you have created. So now in the fruits you have created a array, so which is empty array. So otherwise, if you are using a PHP latest version, so it will be supported. You can able to declare without using the array. So you can able to specify the square braces. So next, fruits of 5. It is going to show the apple. Apple will be stored in the 5th index position. So next, will be stored in the 10th index position, and orange will be stored in the 15th position. So basically 0 to n minus 1. Here we are going to specify the echo fruits. So I like, so that is used for concatenation. So fruit is 5. So what is the fruit of 5? So it contains the apple. So next, it is separated by comma. So next, the fruit of 10. So what is fruit of 10? Banana. So next, and it is separated by this. It is 40 15. Quota 15 is a orange. So let us execute this particular program. So here I am going to copy the program. So now I have opened the VS Code. So here I have pasted the program. So VS Code is going to identify which kind of document you are going to use. So now file, save as. So which particular folder you are going to save. So here we have created a folder in C drive, and you need to go WAMP www. So PHP programs. So now, so here what you are going to do. So fruits.php is a program name. So that I save as PHP file. So it has identified the fruit. So now here I am going to click here and I am going to reload. So to fruits.php. So now it is going to show my favorite fruits. I like apple, banana as well as orange. So this is what we have specified within the program. So next, PHP associative array. Within an associative array, each ID key is associated with a value. Storing data about a specific named values, a numerical array is not always the best way to do it. With an associative array, we can use the values as keys and assign the values to them. Earlier program, we have just given the index and the name of the fruit. So, for example, if you want to create a ages, so for example, Pradeep 32, Somu 30, and Vijay 34, like this, you can able to specify an array. So let us see an example program. So how you are going to specify the ages. So for example, ages is an array which you are going to yes. So we are going to specify within the array. So what we are specifying, Pradeep is having age 32, Som is having age 30, and Vijay is having a age 34, and finally it is going to print. So how much old is Pradeep? So now I am going to save this particular program as ages. So ages PHP. So now go to the previous menu and refresh. So ages, now it is going to show the message Pradeep is 32 years old. So in this manner, so we are going to execute the associative array. So because here we are going to specify the name, so which is associated with the array, and also it is having a age of that particular content inside the array. So it is going to print the $ages Pradeep. So Pradeep, it is going to show this particular context. For example, if I want to specify Vijay, so here I am going to specify. So instead of Pradeep, and I am going to specify Vijay. So now here I am going to specify Vijay. So I have shared the program. So now refresh the program. So now Vijay is 34 years old. It is going to show the message. So in this manner, you can able to create associative arrays. Next, PHP multi-dimensional arrays. So for example, if you are going to use a multi-dimensional array, for example, you will be having a employee ID, employee name, employee salary, or employee name, employee first name, last name, and the age of the employee. So like that, you can able to create a PHP multi-dimensional arrays. So where each and every array is associated with the array. So for example, if you are going to see this right side program, so here the program contains the employee array. So here the array has been started here, and the array is ended here. If you are going to notice, so array has started here and array has ended here. The remaining are inside the array elements. So here we are going to create a first name John, last name is Doe, and age is 30. See, in a similar manner, here we are going to create a second array. So first name Jane, second last name is Smith, and age is 28. Similarly, first name Tom, last name Jones, and age is 35. So like that, we have written all the code, and finally the array has ended started here, and the array has been ended here. So in this manner, we have created a multi-dimensional arrays. So here, for example, let us see this program. So John is a name of first name, and do is a name of last name and age. So like that we have created different arrays. So here if you are going to notice, so here we have written for each. So for each refers the for loop. So for each and every time, so you are going to refer the array. So here you are going to write the employees are the name of the array. So here we have created a name of array. So as dollar employee, so dollar employee is a array name which you are going to loop through. So it means, so employee will be considered as the employees. So it is going to keep the track of employees. So dollar, whatever the content is stored in 0, whatever the content is stored in 1, whatever the content is stored in 2. So employee is used to retrieve the contents of the array called employees, so that it can able to retrieve the content of the array. So let us see this program by compiling. So here I am going to save the array emp. So I have saved the program, and go to the localhost, go to the PHP programs, array emp. So now it is going to show all the details of John Smith and Tom Jones of age. So in this manner it has shown the output. So next, PHP loops. There are different types of loops in PHP, which is similar to your C and Java. While loop, do while, for, and for each. So first one is a while loop. While loop through a block of code while a specified condition is true. Next one is do while. So do is going to do the operation first, and later on it is going to check the condition. So for loop, it is having a block of code specified by the number of times. For example, initialization, condition check, and increment or decrement. Next, for each. So as we have seen in the previous program, for each, so where we are going to retrieve the elements inside the array, at that time we are going to use a for each. So now here let us see an example of while loop. So here we have initialized a dollar $I equal to 1. So I is initialized as 1. So because 1 will be assigned to the I. So now here we are going to check dollar $I is less than equal to 5. So what is the content of dollar $I? Dollar $I is 1. 1 is less than equal to 5, which is the condition is true. So then it is going to print the number. So number is dollar $I. So I is having a 1. So from 1 to 5 it is going to show, because here we have mentioned less than equal to 5. So next at the end it is going to increment the while loop I plus plus. So later on it will be checking the value, initially 1, 2 less than 5, next 3 less than 5, next 4 less than 5, 5 less than equal to 5, in that case also executed. So here the output is shown number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let us execute the same program. So here I have copied the program, and let us save the program. So now I am going to save the program. Here I am going to save the program while. So go to the localhost and PHP programs while PHP. So now the same output number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is executed on the screen. Next, the sum of two numbers. So basically we are going to add the sum of two numbers. For example, we are going to give the 33, 44, 55, and so on. So it is going to add the all the digits. So let us see the logic. So here n equal to 323, which we have specified, and n is greater than 0. So now 323 is greater than 0, which is true. So now remainder equal to n modulo 10. So 323 will be modulo divided by 10. So now 320, the remainder will be 3. So now, and it will be divided with the value of 10. So then it is going to show the sum of individual digits. So it means 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8. So now the sum of individual digits is 8, is shown in the screenshot. So now let us see so what will happen after execution. So now I'm going to open the VS Code. So file, new text file. So paste the content and save the file. So I have saved the program sum of digit, and here we go for a local host. So now we need to go for the PHP programs which we have created sum of digit. So it has shown 8. So now later on what I am doing, so 323 555. So it has 355 we have written. So the resultant has to be shown 13. So now I am going to go back and again I am going to write the sum of digit. So what is the program we have written? So 355 13. So the 13 is the resultant which we have got. Next, PHP loops do while. So where do is going to execute the first, and later on at last it is going to check the condition. So for example, here we have written a do while. So here initially I equal to 1. So do the echo number is printed on the screen. So I, what is I 1 will be printed, and after that it is going to increment. So now it is going to check the condition. So until I less than equal to 5. So I less than equal to 5 means at the last 5 less than equal to 5, it means 5 is less than will fail, but even though 5 equal to 5, that condition is equal to true. So until that it is going to print. So now let us execute this particular program, whether we are going to get the output the same number or not. So now what I am doing is I am going to create a new file. So I have pasted the file. So now I am going to save the program do while. So now do while is a program which I have saved. So now go to the PHP programs, do while. So here it has shown 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 and so on. So how many numbers we have specified? So till that it is going to specify. So here for example 5 equal to 10. So I equal to 10. So I less than equal to 100. Save the program, refresh. So now 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So all the numbers came up to 100. In this manner we can able to change the program and we can able to execute the program. So next one, for loop. Basically any for loop may contains the initialization, condition and increment or decrement things. So now for example, if you are going to use a for dollar I equal to 1, it means initialization condition dollar specifies the which particular type of variable you are going to declare. Next, dollar I less than equal to 5. So whether the condition check we are going to specify check. So whether 1 is less than equal to 5, which is true. So then the rest of the things will be executed. At the end, incremented will be 2. So here we are going to execute the program. So here we are going to say the for PHP. So now we have got the values 1 2 3 4 5. Next one is for each, which we have seen already in the previous program. For example, if you want to specify for each, so x is an array which contains 1 2 3, and in order to retrieve all the values we need a value is a one more thing which you are going to loop through the particular content of the array. So now x has value. So in Java you may have seen a colon, and here we are going to see as so value. So it is going to show the 1 2 3, and whenever you are going to print the value, the content inside the array will be printed by the value instead of array. So for example, if you are the same program, if you are going to see the execution, so here I am going to specify so 4. So I have saved the program. So each is a program name. So now each is a program name. So 1 2 3 4. In this manner we can able to execute the program. So next, PHP functions. So let us see what is a function. Basically, a function can be executed on call. Function may contain some data, and a function can return a value. A function may have a parameters. So let us see how to use this particular function. So a function can be declared by using a function followed by the function name, and the code to be executed can be written within the block of function code. So where it is going to start with the curly brace and end with the curly brace. So you can able to specify underscore if any gap is there between the function name. So let us see the function. So here we are going to create a function. So function name is write Pradeep. So here we have written a write name. So next, the name is Pradeep. So Pradeep will be printed in the function. So now in order to call the function, just use a name of the function, write name. So whenever you are going to use a write name is invoked, it is going to call the function. So now whatever the content within the blocks of code, so within the blocks of code, so we have a Pradeep, so that one will be executed on the screen. So now I'm going to save the program. Fun1, so which is a function1, fun1.php. So now here it is going to show a name is Pradeep. So next, PHP function with parameter. Parameter are specified after the function inside the parenthesis. So where you can able to specify the function name, and here for example the function name which we have created, the function name is write name. So where f name, so f name will be passed as a parameter whenever you are going to call the function. For example, write name is a function name and you are going to call this function as David. So whenever a David is going to send the parameter as a first name, so then it is going to print the write the name David Prater. So in a similar manner, so here we have written the right name John. So John is going to append with the name John Peter. So Julia is going to appended with the name Peter. Similarly, David is appended with the name Peter. So now let us see the execution of this specific program. So function with the parameter funp. So I have written. So now let us open the program. So whatever the program which we have unsaved, so that one will be shown in this manner. So file save as. So funp1.php. So now if you are going to say reload funp1.php, so now it is going to show the message. My name is John Peter, system name is Julia Peter, and brother name is David Peter. In this manner, you can able to execute the program. Next one, a function with the parameters. So where it is going to print the first name and the punctuation and follow the last name, and like that you can able to use a syntax called write name, so that you can able to print all the message, and you can able to specify the punctuation. So whereas punctuation is uh, ended with the dot, so at the end of the program, end of the message, so now it is going to add the first name and Gore, and last name and Reddy, and brother name, and it is going to show the message. So instead of using this one, I am going to use a notepad. So file save as pun.php. So here if you are using a notepad, you need to save under all files. So now what I am doing is I am going to open the program. I'm going to refresh pun.php. So now it has shown. My name is Pradeep Gore and last name is Reddy Gore and the brother name is Divakar Gore. So like that it is going to show the different formats of a particular name. So next, forms. Basically forms are used to generate the content where you can able to use in the server side. So we are having a two particular methods which are a get and post method. So get method doesn't have a more security, whereas post method is having a security. For example, if you are going to enter the parameters within the form, that will be shown in the browser address bar. So let us see with an example program. Now what I am going to do is I am going to save this particular code. So this particular code contains form. Form is having action. So get php. So get php is a content. So next what it is contain. So input type equal to student name. So now input type equal to text. So student age and student roll number. So these are the parameters should be typed by the user. So all the three things are text boxes, and finally we have a one button. The button name is submit button. So if you are going to press the submit button, it has to be navigated to the content called get.php. So get.php has to be invoked. So now let us see this program. You can able to save this program either in the format of HTML or in the PHP. So file, save as, get. So get HTML. So I have saved in small method get. So next we need to create a program for get.php. So here we are having a program get.php. So where it is going to enter the three parameters. So the parameters are student roll number, student name, student age. These are the parameters. So here what we are doing, we are going to check if is set student name get. So through the get parameter. So and is set student age and is set student roll number. So if three things are set, so we are going to rename the contents and assigning the values to the name, age and roll number. So student name will be assigned to name which you have entered in text box. Student age is assigned to age. Student roll number will be assigned to roll number. So now we are by a if condition, we are going to check that if name is not empty and age is not empty and roll number is not empty. So if the three fields are non-empty, so then it is going to print the name, age and roll number. So otherwise it is going to display a message, please enter all the fields. So let us compile and execute the program. So now get.php. So now it has saved. Now I have gone to localhost. So now get.html, and I am going to enter my name. So now I have entered submit. So now it is going to show 1 2 3 4 5 6, whatever the name I have entered. So now if I am going to click the submit, at the top of the URL you can able to find out what are the parameters I have entered. So the first parameter is Pradeep, student age is 32, and student roll number is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So because of that reason, get is not suggested in order to post the privacy related values. So next one is a post method. So post method you can able to send maximum of 8 MB of size. So where it is a secure manner, you can able to post the some information like confidential information by using a post. So but get is not recommended in order to make that one. So now here we are having a program which is similar to the same thing. So student name, student age, student roll number are the three parameters which we have given. And once if he is going to enter all the things, and we need a submit button, here we have created a submit button. So if you are going to press the submit button, it has to be redirected to the post method. So because here we have used a method called post. So here what we are doing, so the same content which we have seen previously. So here we are having a function called display student information. It is going to, this particular function is going to accept the three parameters: name, age and roll number. So now we need to reassign the values: name equal to name, age equal to age, roll number equal to roll number. So now we are going to set student name is set, and student age is set, and student roll number is set. So by which method it is invoked? Post method. So then, so here whatever the three parameters are there: name, age and roll number. Name equal to student name, age equal to student age, roll number equal to student roll number. So now it is going to check if a empty name, age and roll number. So if it is a name is not empty, and age is not empty, and roll number is not empty. So if three things are non-empty, so then it is going to, we are going to call the function. So what is the function? Display student information. So where the display student information is there, so here we have invoked the function. We are going to call the function. So now it is, the function will be called, and it is going to display name, age, roll number, because whatever the values we have posted, that one will be displayed. Otherwise else will be executed. So it is going to print the message, please enter all the fields. Post.html which we have created, and we need to create one more program, post.php. So here method equal to post. So now post.php, post post.php. So now save the program, reload. So now it has displayed the age, name, age and roll number is displayed. So once if you are going to notice, so here name, age and roll number was not there, but whereas in the case of get.html, so it is going to show localhost, and here we have get.html. So here if you are going to submit, so here itself whatever the values you have posted: student name, student age, student roll number, all the things are displayed here, but whereas in the case of post it has not displayed the contents. So next function with having a parameters, so where you can able to pass the different values to the functions, and where you can able to have a parameters. So now let us see this particular example. And I am going to say fun arguments, function args fun args. So now I have saved the program. Here fun args.php, it is going to show the output. But what we have done, so here we are going to add the number 1 and number 2 two parameters, echo number 1 plus number 2. So both the contents will be added and it has to be printed. So now we are going to send the parameter 99,000 and 2000 and 1100, 6000 and 1300. So whereas it is going to print the message 19 1999 3100 7300. So next function with a return value. So here we can able to create a function with a return a value. So previous one it doesn't have any return value, but here we are going to return the result. So where whenever you are going to call the function name is add. So now add one is another variable which you are going to assign the function. So 899 and 1000. So now it is going to echo add one. So what is add one? So add one is containing the two values which is written by the result. So now it is going to print the message 1899. So next you are going to send the message. So add 2 and add the two numbers 2000 and 1100, and it is going to show the message 3100 on the screen. So similarly, finally you are going to multiply the two resultants, add 1 into add 2. So now whatever the content was added, this one and this one will be multiplied, and it is going to display the result. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.